Hey everyone, it's Mike from Junkie on Crafts and Builds, and back from Beach Week, and we're hitting the ground running with a bunch of new G.I. Joe figures and some other stuff, but we're going to start out here with the new retro Courtney CoverGirl Kreiger from the G.I. Joe Classified Series line. Now this is the second version of CoverGirl we have in our collection now. I have a review up on the first CoverGirl. I'll put that up here somewhere maybe. But that's then. This is now. Looking at this little retro card right here, I mean, it's a night and day story as we're going to see here. But we have this nice picture of CoverGirl, and then a bright, you know, the blister card's wide open here, showing everything that she comes with. Two alternate, you know, an alternate head, hair, all this other stuff. On the back, we have her tech specs. Here, I'll show it to you. Courtney Kreiger, she was a model. Now she's a mechanical repair person. There's the other people in the retro line. Yeesh. That's it for the packaging. Let's get her out and look at CoverGirl. And here she is out of the package, and all I can say is, wow. I mean, this is a big improvement, and you know, she definitely looks really good. This face sculpt right here is just, I mean, that is a great sculpt. It's a little bit of a mix of like realism and a little cartoony. Definitely gives me like Agent Helix vibes in regards to the style and the aesthetic. But she looks great. You know, the duck lips aren't there. Eyes look a little wide, but I think that kind of helps with like that beautiful look of her. Hair has a nice wash in with it. You can't really see it as well here with the camera, but I'm telling you, there's two different colors. The jumpsuit here, again, I think we have a little bit of a mix of the first CoverGirl as well as the new one. Her chest area here is painted in. It's not too bad. It's not as crisp as what I expect, but we do have the zippers painted with details here. We have her last name, armor, and rank on this pocket, and then AFV on this side. You know, nice green overall uniform here. We got a floating belt with some pouches, holster, and another item here in the back. There's a back, nicely sculpted pants. Though I do have a little bit of a flashing mark there on her upper thigh, but it's textured. Looks really good. There's the boots. But yeah, so let's talk about some of the accessories that she comes with. And we'll knock the big one out first, and that is this alternate head with this beautiful smile on her face. Just stellar. Though I have a little bit of a blemish on mine. Right there, so I can say that's a little bit of grease maybe, I don't know, but yeah, definitely cute. And the cool part is with both these face sculpts, you can take off the hair. All right, so there she is, bald, and this right here, you know, we got the Pitts Garage, very nice long ponytail. So like if you want her to have the more stoic face, you can pull that hair off as well and just slide this into place, and now she's looking at you pretty serious like. But just again, the face sculpts are what really help sell this figure. Now it's not going to help her articulation, but we'll get to that in a second. Next accessory she gets is of course the tried and true G.I. Joe laser rifle that everyone is all gaga about. This one is nicely painted with this the silver accent all the way around, and this green for the stock over the black. Blast compatible, of course. But yeah, that's a nice looking gun. Nice looking gun. She also comes with a sidearm. We've seen this enough times. I think we know without a doubt what it is. Yep, blast effect, all that other cool stuff. She also comes with, surprisingly, a sledgehammer, because every mechanic would need a sledgehammer. You know, her specialties or armored vehicles should say. So yeah, she might use that, whatever. And then we have her wrench, blue plastic with this black accent here for the lower part of the claw. She comes with 2 fists to go with her 2 trigger hands, and they are on horizontal hinges. And then finally she gets a nice glossy fingerprint magnet foot stand. So let's get her armed up. Actually no, we'll go through articulation first. So with this ball cap head on, you're not going to get any up. You can get some down with the double ball peg here. Right, left, that's about it. So, and if we take her head off, as you can see here, it's the typical classified stuff. You know, it's the ball peg is nut upright to the plastic, so you have to trim that if you want to get a little extra, you know, movement out of it. So let's put on her other head, her smiling face. Yeah, that blemish is unfortunate. So, but there she is with that. And we got the arms. Not, I was gonna say not as gummy, but you know, these are these small female arms. But she can get her 90. She's got her bicep. She can rotate all the way around. She has a very nice double horizontal hinges for this trigger hand and a vertical for this one. All right, it is what it is. We got our mid torso twist here, and then then we got our bottom ball peg here, so she can get forward that far. She can reach back that far. Like I said, the belt's floating. We got drop downs. She can go out. Those drop downs don't, well, yeah, they are very helpful, I guess. She can get up to that far. We have the thigh rotation, as always. Double jointed knees. A little bit of flashing here again. Boot cut for T-Man 978. 2 clicks down, 2 clicks up, and pivot. So standard G.I. Joe articulation across the board for this really nice figure. All right, so let's get her armed up here. We've got our holster right there. So that's how that sidearm looks. This in the back here, maybe you can use it for both. Let's see. We'll put the sledgehammer in there first because why not? So she could rock the sledgehammer like that, but I think that's going to be more in line for her to get her wrench. Slide that in place, and there she is, all geared up. Yeah, not bad at all. So let's do some quick comparisons. And for our first comparison, here she is with the retro carded beachhead. They look good together. I like that. And here she is next to a Marvel Legends Electro. Just shows the difference between the two teams and the design aesthetics. Both of them from the same company. It's just so crazy. But we also have her next to a Valiverse Bone Collector 2.0. And here is the big comparison between these two lovely ladies. And it's a stark difference between the first version of CoverGirl and this new retro version of her. Not much, if anything, has been reused here. At first I thought the torso and that, but maybe just the lower torso here. Let's see. Maybe the upper torso as well is identical here, but the jacket's different. Obviously, sleeves, pants are different overall. Yeah, just a huge difference between these two. She actually has some meat on her legs, where she kind of has these skinny chicken legs. Especially, you know, everywhere else. It's definitely quite different. So I tried to take old CoverGirl's head off, but the ball peg popped out of the neck. And looking at it a little closer, I definitely think that her ball peg maybe a little too small for this one. You might have to do a whole neck transfer, but the skin tone is definitely different between the two of them. So if you want to try that, go for it. For me, this cover girl was a bit of a bear to find, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. But anyhow, let's go to final impressions. So final impressions of the retro carded Courtney cover girl Kreiger. The Classified team definitely knocked this one out of the park. She is by far the prettiest figure that I've seen from them in regards to the face sculpt. Overall aesthetics really fit the bill. I mean, it's a very simple design. If overall, I mean, it's just a brown and green jumpsuit. But I think it's just really, like I said, the aesthetics of this figure and the looks really set it off. Just overall, really, really good. The arms, again, I've been messing around with her for a little bit here. They are not gummy like we had with the first version. I did forget to mention she has slight butterflies, so she could theoretically dual wield her sledgehammer and bring it down. So that's cool. Weapon accessory wise, I mean, it's a fair amount for what you're expecting from her. Yeah, I think she's pretty good. So yeah, I got this from BBTS. She's in stock there now at the time of this recording. I know Amazon's going to have her up here soon as well. But yeah, did you get her pre-ordered? Are you excited to get her? Is she going to replace your original cover girl, or are you going to do a little customizing on your own and do a little head swap action? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you guys for watching, and if you like what you see here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and that way you'll know when my next video is going to be up. So thank you very much, guys. Talk to you later, and bye.